Hey guys, what's going on? Just give me a second. I'm trying to get everything set up so that I'll be ready to go. Let's see. Come on, I know you're in here. Hey, can somebody, oh, never mind. I'll figure this out. You gotta be kidding me. John, you're pretty quick at stuff. Can you get me Apocalypse Survivors? Never mind. I'll figure this out. I'll figure this out, and I'll get it going. But I need to make sure that I change the name on everything so it's no longer Kilt 30. Tonight I'm actually going to do a little bit of a walkthrough for everybody. Hey, there's the guy that I needed to see. Alright. Copy. Edit video. Alright, everybody refresh your browsers, check the description, and make sure that there is a link to Mr. Apocalypse Survivor. Alright. I think I'm ready. Alrighty, so what's up, guys? Don't mind me, I have to get something special started here in just un moment. First, I have to do a filament change. Because the mail showed up today, and I got something freaking awesome. As soon as I get this old filament out of here, then we'll be well on our way to printing. just so you all can see, right here are two beautiful, beautiful filaments from AIO Robotics, a little bit of PLA. Thank you to Apocalypse Survivor. And you're going to make videos someday, buddy. You're going to make videos. I have faith in you. I know you'll get it done. But yes, thank you, Apocalypse Survivor, that showed up on my step today. As soon as I opened it and I saw your name and what it was, I got super excited because there's a print I've been wanting to do in this blended way for a while. And now that I finally understand this mixed hot end, I can do it. So, don't mind me while I get the old spools of green and black off the bed, or off the printer. And we get these two beautiful, beautiful rolls set up and ready to go. So what do you think? Blue on left, red on right? Or red on left, blue on right? Left is extruder 1. Apocalypse, you get to make the choice. Which color is going to be my primary extruder? Red is right. Fair enough. Make sure I got this rolling the proper way, because I do go a little wild over that. Alrighty. They're such little guys, but they're awesome. This red is really, really a good color. Okie dokie. Ouch. Man. The only thing that I'm not a big fan of on the Bowden tube system is changing out filament. But once you do it about 400 times, you get pretty darn good at it. I'm also watching my hot end temperature to make sure it stays right where I need it to be, because if not, then I will jam up. Trust me. Been there, done that. Too many times. And they really crank that on there. Talks amongst yourself, guys. I will be back to chat in just a second. Just got to get this last piece of filament started, and then we'll do a 200mm purge on both. Come on, get in there. Just can't make the hole. Does not want to go in the hole. The hole frijoles. mixing, come on. Probably help if I cut a little bit better of an angle. Just give me a point. I have to make my point. And just like that, we have filament. Alrighty. Feed you through. So anyway, like I was saying, this is going to be partly tutorial for anybody that decides to get a mixing hot end, because there's a couple different ways that you can do a mixed color print. So to give you an idea, this is a single color print, and what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to edit the G code so that it becomes a blended color print. And I'm about to have visitors. Hi guys, keep it quiet. No tablets.
What if it's on low volume?
It'd have to be almost no volume. Alright, there we go. So that's prepped. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but those are the two colors that Apocalypse Survivor sent me. They're super awesome, and I think they're going to make this print really, really cool. So, let's get to it. No. Alright. So, I've already got this prepped. So here we go. While I'm doing this, I really hope I didn't screw that up. Okay, good. Let me you gotta do something real quick, guys. Hold on. Make sure this didn't screw that up. Alright, it did a little bit. Let me fix this.
Yes, sir. I'm laying here. Yes, sir. I'm laying here.
Alright, you guys see this okay?
I'm laying here. Gypsies. Princess and Gypsy. Why is Gypsy like frozen?
Oh, there we go.
What?
There, it's fixed. Can you guys see this okay? Awesome. Come on, guys. If you're gonna do this, I'm gonna send you upstairs because I'm not playing this game tonight.
It's not here.
Goofballs.
It's under here. I'm right here.
Yeah, I've been really thinking about trying TPU because I've been wanting to do I want to do like little squishy frogs, and I actually want to do my dragons in, you know, something a little bit more squishy because I think it'd be awesome. But yeah, TPU has been one of those, should I or shouldn't I? We are getting a beautiful stream of blue out of that. Alright, let's see how well it switches over to red. As long as we don't start here, click, 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 we're going to be good. This is how you purge the black out of here. Okay, so while it's doing that, let's go into our G code and see here where it says layer 0. We're actually going to go down to search, and for layer 0 it's fine. It's going to be extruder 1, and for the first 35 layers, which I worked all the math out so you guys know, but we're going to search for layer 36. Hit search. Oh yeah, you gotta put the colon in there. Derp. Okay, why is this not wanting to search today? So also there's no space. I did this earlier and I had no problems with it. There we go. We go to layer 36. Okay, we're going to hit enter, and we're going to enter this code. Oops. M163, then a space S0, and then triple check something. Then I got to put the weight value in. Okay, so weight value is going to be P90. Then we're going to repeat this, add another line to 163 S0 or S1. So this denominates the two different extruder motors. 0 is actually 1, 1 is actually 2, but whatever. And then we're going to make this 10. Okay? Then we're going to come back down here to our search, and then I'm going to be looking for layer 72. Go to layer 72, enter, and we're going to do this 11 more or 10 more times. Me. S. Having a little bit of a lag issue. S. Go back. S0, and we're going to go P80, then M163 S1 P20. Then we go to our next layer, which is going to be layer 100. Sorry, 108. I did that right, didn't I? Yeah, it's 108. So search. So I'm just making sure that I put the S1 on these. I know I said it, but sometimes you just double check yourself, you know. No. I need layer 36. Yep, okay. So 36. And 144 is our next one. And just like before, M163, S0. Yes, there are separate steppers. I got a stepper on the left and a stepper on the right. And then I'll show you the whole assembly before I'm done, Apocalypse, so you can see what's going on. And basically what's happening is I have two extruders coming into the nozzle, and they go through the heat break and then mix right at the heated nozzle. And depending on the speed of each extruder depends on the weight of the filament going in and coming out. So what layer am I on? 144. So this should be P. Oh, there we go. P60, and then M163, S1, P40. We're halfway, almost halfway there. So next we're going to hit layer 180. And all I did was I sliced this to find out how many layers I had, wrote out how many different types of changes I wanted to do. So you can do 4 different color changes, you can do 5 different color changes. I mean, it's really up to you. You could do 395 if you want to do it in half increments, which you can do. But this, I just did it, you know, to where I did every 10%. Yep, you can multitask. You can go to Canadian Maker Projects too. I believe I have his open. If not, I will. No, this system doesn't use a tower, but this is the difference. So, unlike a vase like this, which uses a tower, I know it's probably pretty small, but I'll go through this again. So these require the tower because it has to switch extruders from 100% to 0 to 0 to 100%, from 1 to 2. So it has to, you know, it has to prime itself and get rid of all that excess mixed stuff. Oh, absolutely. And then, like I said, I'm going to start the print after this, and I'm going to stay on for a little bit. And I don't remember how long it said it's going to take, but we'll find out. So I'm going to try to do this really quickly. So if I'm not paying attention to chat, I'm sorry. So yeah, we're on 40. And I actually already tested this once. I did these like that. I found out what layer I needed the color change to happen at, and I just did a 0 to 100 on these. And because it, you know, lays down that first layer on top of this block, I was able to get that color change with minimal blend. Whoa, 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 whoa. Go back. The last thing I need is for a layer to go missing and it prints like crazy. So what's really cool is how this is going to happen now. Since the blue is on the left and the red is on the right, it's going to start off with the blue at 100%. And then it's going to slowly incorporate that red until it goes all the way red at the top of this print. So it'll be a true blend going up. So 288. I'm almost there. I got 20, 10, and 0 to input yet. So M163, S0, P20, M163, S1, P80. And believe it or not, ZoneStar actually helped me on how this works. There's a PDF file that you can look up that shows you like 4 different ways to do this. I mean, I can do it through the printer, and I can do it random. I can do it so it does 100 and 0, then 50, then 50, then 0 and 100, then 30 and 70. There's all kinds of cool stuff you can do. And then this is where we're going to put in the process here for the final, and that's on layer 360 out of 395. So from layer 360 to layer 395, it'll actually finish this print in 100% red. Okay, M163, S0, P0, M163, S1, P100. Okay, now you don't have to do this, but I'm actually going to save this. So once this is done, the G-code editor is everything's done. You can copy this, you can paste this. If you want to go back to the original, all you got to do is just hit this back button. And that's, you know, really simple to do. I can hit back all the way up to the top and it goes back to a single color print. So I'm going to go ahead and I can close this now. Go back to my print preview. And now watch, I can hit edit G-code again and look, it's still there. So I can just leave that open now. I can hit print, and here we go. And since that nozzle's got a little bit of stuff built up on it, let's go ahead and clean that off and get my crazy extrusions out of the way. Oh yeah, I know it's really hard for you guys to see, but that red is beautiful. So let me switch the camera back. And there we go. Alrighty. By the way, just so you guys know, this filament that Apocalypse sent me, this AIO Robotics, super nice packaging, very tightly sealed. Resealable bags. I mean, I couldn't be happier. And it's an absolute beautiful color. I just, you know, the one thing I've had issues with and I've heard issues with on red is a lot of times it comes out more orange. And I don't think that's going to be the case, but you just never know. And funny enough, the cool thing with this nozzle now is Rover actually designed a maker's coin for me, a little keychain maker's coin. I've had trouble with it. With this nozzle, I could actually differentiate the text and the outer border from the base color just by going like I did before into Cura or Repeater, which is what I use, finding out what layer I actually finished the top layer of the print before the lettering, make that one color, and then have it switch immediately after that. Well, from the looks of it, this is going to print fantastic. Oops. No. Sorry, we got to stop this real quick. I just realized what I did. So, for anybody that uses Repeater that has a dual nozzle, you know, I'm going to switch over just so I can show you. So, in here, come on. There we go. If you go up here to where my different extruders are, these are all the different weights. You can do it this way too if you have 16 different objects, by the way. But if I choose the beta like I did, then it'll print the beta color first, and it won't go, it'll go do it all backwards. I don't want that. I want to start off with blue. So we're going to switch it back to alpha. We're going to rehome everything, and then we're going to hit print. And yeah, I always run a skirt just to prime, because you never, wherever it finishes at, I don't want it to have that color start on the bottom, even though it's okay. But I mean, that looks terrible. And I mean, this is actually for a friend of mine's band, and I want these to be perfect. I'm going to be doing these in glow in the dark with black lettering. So it'll take a few swipes here. And then, yep, blue just started coming out really good. And then hopefully it stays blue. We'll know right here. It's still a little bit red, but I'll deal with it. It's my fault for doing what I did. I never looked at the bottom of this print. I didn't realize it had written something. So you guys want more of a downward view on this? Or is this, you know, is this angle okay with the camera for you? Or what do you guys like? I'm here for you. Jason's here. I told him I was printing a dragon vase, and I knew he'd have to show up. Hey Dex, did Mommy bring in the soda? Did Mommy bring in the soda? Can you grab me a can? Don't set that there. Set it over there on the sturdy table. Let Dexter. Alright, I'll leave it that way, and then of course, you know, when it gets to a certain height, I can always, you know, adjust up if need be. What I do need to do, though, is turn this so it's back to where it originally was, so that I can do my tilt. Sorry, this little flexible arm thing likes to move around a lot on me. And that's why it shakes a little bit when I hit my desk. Did she get any regular Coke?
What?
Did she get any regular Coke? Can I have a regular Coke? Diet Coke gives me heartburn.
Because they aren't open yet.
That's fine, I don't care. Ooh, focus, focus. Robbie Mack, you missed it. I showed how to edit the G-code so that you can do the blend on this print. You have to go back and watch the beginning of this video. So let me see how long this print actually is. It's a 5-hour print, so it's going to go for a while, but you should be able to, at about the 2-hour mark, or about midnight actually. About midnight, I'm probably just going to go ahead and shut down the stream since I work tomorrow. But it should be high enough. You should be able to clearly see the color change. Thanks, bub. I know you want on screen. Everybody say hi to my little boy Dexter. Oh, come here, number 2. And Penelope.
Hi.
Oh, stop it. Ah. Hold still. Stop. There we go. Now go play.
Hi.
My kids are goofy. Yeah, that's my 8-year-old, and my oldest has red at his. And now he's doing the floss. The what?
Fresh.
Yeah, it's called the Carlton. Yeah, Jason. Good old kiddos. Gotta love them. Robbie, that's awesome. Yeah, they begged the wife, and she never tells them no. Well, I better go make sure I have everybody else's stream open so that I'm not a jerk and. Because I like to support everybody. At least I was smart enough to turn my speakers off this time. Alright guys, if you're on a computer, go over to Canadian Maker Project. He's only got just me watching, and oh, it looks like somebody else finally popped in. I know Rover's been in there. I just realized something. When did my little YouTube thingy go up there in the corner? I mean, why is it there when it used to be there? Man, that is laying down really nice. I don't have the light so you guys can see it, but that is pretty. That is going to be a beautiful print, nice and shiny. You know, I wonder. Where to put my little. Ooh, that's almost dead perfect. and there's a little bit of a color variation, but this one here came with my Zone Star, and this is the one that Apocalypse Survivor just sent me today. So this upset me. It's a very pretty red, but it does not print red. Once it heats up, hey! Once it starts printing, it gets really, really light. We'll go upstairs. There are 5 streams going? Well, yeah, Jason's, but I think he's watching TV. And then Canadian Maker, James, and then Hills, or Colin. Yeah, there's a little bit of everybody's printing and doing stuff. So, Canadian Maker, Colin, James, Jason, and me. How do you guys ever keep up? Probably the same way I do. I got every single one of the windows open so that they get their stream time and I can still do my stream. I still get to support them in my own little way. God, that's just laying down so nice. So nice. So nice and party. I like it. I like it a lot. Beer. No beer. No beer. If you were part of my stream the other night, you know that I was drinking a little heavy. And then I had to work the next day, which sucked. Oh, beer is how you keep up. I don't blame you. Oh, but anyway, so now that you can see this a little bit better, the reason why I'm doing the blended print now is because a print like this prints with a thick, heavy tower. To do it right, it's a 60 millimeter cube. So, what's that? 20 by 15 by 15 or something like that. I think. No. Anyway, but this is solid. This is here. It's solid. So the bigger the print, the more waste you actually have. Which I don't mind in some cases, like when I'm trying to do something like this. But this print here is just a vase, you know. Yes, this is a vase. Don't get me wrong, it is a vase. But I have no reason. These are cool, and they're going to be cool gifts. But when I don't want to waste filament, because of this, that's going to be just as tall and 100%, then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this blend from bottom to top. You can do some really cool stuff with it. And if this ends up going really well, then I might switch over to the diamond to do the 3, and then I can do pretty much any color in the world. Hey, will you stop with the broom, please? Either you guys need to go upstairs, or you need to stop making a mess. Go. Go play. No. Yeah, the frog, there's a trick to the frog. If you do a dual color with a dual nozzle, you can use an ooze shield, which also is like a prime tower. It's a little bit less filament loss, but it's such a bitch to remove. And a lot of times you end up scraping your print. But if you're not worried about a little bit of sanding, you don't have to use the prime tower for the frog. Because, I mean, all you're going to do is get a little bit of stringing and a couple zits here and there. But when you're doing this mixed nozzle, you got to use that prime tower. And if you don't have it set up properly, then it's just a nightmare. Trust me. So I'm curious how this is going to turn out, because this has overhang scales on it, and I'm printing this at 60 millimeters a second. So we'll have to see how this ends up. There we go. It changed my focus setting on my actual printer. There we go. Get it back to where it's supposed to be. It was more focused on the filament spools than it was anything. I mean, I don't mind just going back to the whole prime tower thing. As long as I got enough filament and I'm going to make something meaningful for somebody or something like that, absolutely worth it. But, you know, on these streams and stuff, I'm probably not going to do many of the side-by-side collar stuff anymore, just because I don't want to waste the filament for that. Correct. That the ooze shield is a shell, and I think I just threw one away. When I print my little Martins, when I printed one of these guys, come on. But when I printed these, I use an ooze shield on them. Man, I don't know how many. Yeah, I don't think I have any other dual colors. I have this, which I actually reprinted this. This was on the dual nozzle, but by the time it got to this point, the ooze shield was so far in there, there's no way I was going to be able to get it off. So I stopped it. I mean, it looks nice, but if you get a really close look at this, it's ready to come apart because my X and my Z were off. Sorry, my X and my Y offsets were wrong for the two nozzles. So I actually redid this one. Jason at Matter Makers has seen it because I put it up in Twitter on a message to him, because he's been interested in getting his Zone Star fixed, but he doesn't want to spend the money if it's not going to work out. And I don't know, this is turning out pretty awesome. Just saying. Oh, wrong one. I'm so used to drinking out of a mug. I'm kind of curious what the bottom of this print actually says. Huh. It's got the creator's name built into the bottom of it. This is Louis Driggers, copyrighted 2016. But I don't sell my prints, so I don't care. I'm trying to be entertaining, guys, but I'm just failing tonight. Of course, I'm not wearing a kilt tonight. Sweetheart, that wasn't very nice. Don't attack the cat with the broom. Alright, it's 10 o'clock, bedtime.
No, I want to sleep down here.
No,
Yes, I got my bed ready.
no. You're not sleeping down here. There's spiders and who knows what else. No, you're not sleeping down here. Dex, you too. Time for bed.
Said no.
I might have to mute the stream. Oh yeah, that blue is just phenomenal. Honestly,
Me.
honestly, dude.
Me.
What? No. I'll give you hugs. Now go to bed. Yep, get your blankie and go to bed. Wow. So, sorry, I'm doing a little bit of math in my head, guys. Not really in my head, I'm using a calculator. So the bottom of this vase is 6 millimeters thick. That's a lot. That's pretty thick for the base. And that's almost 6 CDs stacked on top of each other. It's 5 CDs because 2 CDs is 2.2. Yeah, I can do math pretty well because of my job, but when it comes to actual math that requires addition and subtraction, a little bit of multiplication, yeah, I'm screwed. But I can do pressures and temperature differentials in a heartbeat. Crazy. So, anyway, once again, anybody, and this is just for the fact that I know some people are going to come in and watch this just for the G-code editing if they stay long enough. The filament that I'm using is AIO Robotics Blue and Red PLA. Thanks to Apocalypse Survivor. Link to Apocalypse is in the description. Please make sure you go to his page, like him, subscribe to him, ring the bell, do all that awesome stuff, because he was awesome enough to send me this stuff. So, hit up that Apocalypse Survivor guy. Wonder if this isn't focusing because of how much light that it has. There's the fact that I'm wearing a white shirt and it's really throwing it off. It tried. I think it's trying to focus on the edge of my hat. I don't know, I tried. It just don't like me. Yeah, it is much better. It's not as bright. That's what was driving me nuts. That's typically why, if you notice in most of my streams, I rarely wear a white shirt. I learned. Because I have an LED bulb here, and those put off a more white light than anything. Whew. We should be, Yeah, I saw Walter's T1000. That was hilarious. Oh, with the hat? And sometimes you got to. It's a big pain in the side sometimes. So we are on layer 11. Only 24 more layers, or 25 more layers, and we'll be getting into the first mix. It'll be awesome. And of course, once it gets done with this base, which, you know, that's always the biggest part of it, once it gets done with the base, it goes a lot faster. I saw that shining in my print. I'm like, what in the heck is that? Are you John Connor? Apocalypse, I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to turn out absolutely gorgeous, or it's going to fail fantastically. Either way, it's going to be awesome. The hell's on my... You can tell I don't look in a mirror often because, like, checking out the weird crap on my arms in the camera. About 15 minutes. It's about time for me to go do my my typical property walk. Which, by the way, for any of you who haven't figured that out, I go smoke, but I do walk my property, make sure all my gates and stuff are shut. I might live in a rural neighborhood, but I don't trust anybody. Oh yeah. Oh, it's not even going to take an hour. I mean, it'll be at 50% by probably, I'd say, 11:30. Because like I said, this is what's going to take the longest, and then my top 25 layers, if I remember correctly, I slow my print down to about 40 millimeters a second. Which is something I did in the firmware, not something I did in the G-code. And I tried to override it with G-code once. Don't. Just don't. You're wasting your time. But yeah, if this turns out the way that I think it's going to, just imagine doing like flames. You know, get a yellow to mix with a red and do flames. Oh, that'd be so cool. Actually, blue to red and flame wouldn't be half bad either. Oh yeah, his skirt looks cool. It really does. I just hope these scales turn out. That's right. It has no underwear, so I guess it has to be a kilt. Alright, we're on layer 14, and let's see. Layer 29 is when the bottom of the vase is finished. You know, the whole base, and it'll just do the perimeters. So layer 29, it'll really start speeding up. Of course, right now it's still trying to do the lettering and all that stuff, so if I'd have known that, I'd have thrown it in the Tinkercad and got rid of the lettering. But, you know, whatever. I'll give this guy some credit. It's a really cool design. No, I didn't do this in vase mode. I didn't do it in vase mode because of the amount of infill that's in it, because it's scaled. It's not really a vase, per se, as much as it looks like a bowl. But if I would have done it in vase mode, it wouldn't, I don't think it would have finished properly. I tried to slice it in vase mode in the beginning, and it kept giving me an error. So there's something where it couldn't make that transition with a single run of filament. It did not like it. Lettering takes so much time. Well, I'm actually going to, Robbie, I'm going to be doing a true vase that's not as detailed and textured, and I will be doing it in vase mode, which I'm sure it'll work out fine, you know, because it doesn't have to slow down to switch the extruders. You know, that was the thing about having the dual nozzles, that you could never do it in vase mode because you couldn't do two colors in vase mode. But with a single nozzle, I could do it in vase mode, and it would just do it as it felt like, you know. Layers to go. 12 layers to go until we get to a point where it's going to speed up quite a bit. Better check in on all my other buddies' streams. That sucked. So what's the Canadian Maker Project talking about, since I can't turn my sound on without blowing everybody's minds with the repeating after repeating after repeating? Oh, I bet. I would be too if I could go. I can't. I'm ready for Earth, let me tell you. Man, there were a lot of streams today among just the people that I follow. I think I ended up counting 22 different streams ran today. No, I was going to, but with everything that I got going on, I don't want to make a commitment and then not get it out in time. Because I didn't know if this was going to be running in time. I mean, I really, when I first got this, I was having so much trouble with it, with that, and the firmware issues and everything like that. I really didn't think that I was going to get my printer back up and printing in time. I mean, what are the stipulations? Has anybody printed one? What are the stipulations on printing? Like, how big's the piece got to be? Yeah, James finally got that damn thing running. I'm so happy for him. I really am. When he didn't have a good power supply last night, I mean, my heart just sunk for him. I know how much that sucks. Well, I mean, I could do any, if they're under my 200 by 200, I could do it. It's just I don't want, like I said, I don't want them to send me something and then all of a sudden I have an issue and can't do it, because then I'll feel like absolute garbage. Well, then I might reach out to him tomorrow. What's up, Red Light? Might reach out to him tomorrow and say, hey, I'll take one of the pieces, because I mean, I'd love to, you know, with all the support that these guys have given me, I'd love to support back by helping out with this project. John Maxon is failed. Of course he did. I'm sure he's in here watching still too. And he's gonna pop in here in a second. So yes, I did, because I'm John Mack. I'm freaking awesome. Alright, let's see what layer we're on. 21 of 395. Oh, red light, you missed out on it. So, well, it's 8 more layers until it gets to the point where it stops doing the bottom crap, you know, where it's such a big area. It is technically 15 more layers to start the blend. So red light, what I did was I showed everybody how to manually enter the G-code, or edit the G-code, so that you could do a blended print. So if you look behind, back here, I have red and I have blue, thanks to Apocalypse Survivor. And I set up my my G-code for this print to start off 100% blue and end 100% red, and at 10% increments all the way up it changes. So if you have a printer that can do it, or you want to buy a printer that can do it, but you're not sure how the G-code works, watch the beginning of this video. It's like the first, what, 10-15 minutes, guys, that were here, you know, and you can see how I did it and learn how to teach your printer to do cool stuff. Omnipresent maker. Huh? English. Hey, John's pretty awesome. I love talking to him in Discord. The guy's so smart. In reality, John is an extremely intelligent person. Down to earth, fun to talk to. I can't wait to actually meet him. Yeah, Mike, do so. And that's why I did that. So, you know, I know people aren't going to watch the whole stream, but they're going to... I started it off like that so you could actually see how all that was done. Because I know a lot of guys, they've done videos on it, and I'm going to do a full video on it. So it's less of me trying to talk between everything and doing it. But there's not a lot of videos out there that show. Oh, John's the master of video surveillance. I think he's got like 64 cameras in his house. He could see every cricket fart from here to Timbuktu. Alright guys, I'm going to let you talk amongst yourself for a few minutes, because it's time for me to go walk my property and make sure that my fences are shut and no animals in my garbage and my neighbor hasn't pissed me off and all that. So I will be right back. I'm going to focus it on the print itself, and no, the audio is not going to be muted. Stupid piece of junk. And there we go. I will be back in a few. I will be in the normal chat as I'm walking around checking things, so I will be back. see. Alright. Let's see. 7 more layers and we'll be to the first part of the color mix. You know what, Robbie? I'm probably going to do that. But I'm going to wait till tomorrow. Not yet. Not yet. It's not to that layer yet. It finished the bottom part, and then it'll be officially, let's see, 6 more layers will be the first part of the 10%, the 90-10. Yeah, it's only 90-10. And then it should go 36 more layers, and then 80-20, 36 layers, then so on and so forth. So I figured by like 11-15 we should be able to really see. Because I mean, it's supposed to be subtle. You know, it's supposed to be subtle enough to where you can actually watch it blend all the way through. And I don't suggest blending with black, because it makes really weird blends. It does darken it up quite a bit though, which is kind of cool. Five minutes away from the TV, huh, Jason? I'm actually going to try it with glow filament once. Don't worry. It's going to happen. So Jason, have you been in my stream to see my my big dragon that I made? Yeah, a Dell 19 inch is perfect for me. Alright, Jason, this is for you, buddy. This is Brack, my fully articulated 42-piece dragon. Every bit of his neck, everything, it moves. I just need to get the LED eyes in him. Yeah, he's a big boy. he's big. This was the first official full print that I had finished. Because I like build prints where, you know, you gotta build everything. Yep, it's Brack, B-R-A-Q. He sits back there and hangs out. He keeps an eye on my stuff. He protects the two towers that I got right there. Ah, damn focus, right there. I got the two castle towers, and then up there I have the castle gate. And of course he's sitting right next to you. You can barely see it because I'm in the way. They're like right over my shoulder. There's a little baby dragon right there. Let's see, the wings, I mean, when you print it, it already comes with the supports built in. There wasn't much to remove. Most of it doesn't have supports though. Alright, take care, Red Light. I've seen him done at 200%. And I mean 200% as in he's that long and stands about that tall. His wings are enormous. I do have a few left over. Let me check my printer or my computer real quick. My video card only has one HDMI output, which is what I'm using on the screen I'm on now. But I have a DVI open. If you got a DVI, that would be great, but I don't have another HDMI available for it. Because I got to upgrade this video card, which is something I'm going to be doing soon, but... Cool, man. QQ. Alright, let's see. Alright, so let's... It's slow, but it's there. It just now started mixing. It's very slow on the second extruder. So yeah, we might have to wait until 20% to really get to see it. I can hear the retraction in it. So this print ought to like really blend really subtly. And don't worry, like I said, I'm probably going to end the stream just so it's not too long, so people can actually watch the edit part in the beginning. But I will be. Oh, sorry, I didn't see your question, Jason. The largest part of Brack is the body. Actually, there's 3 sections to the body. Everything else you could separate and print separately, but the body pieces are the biggest. More specifically, the front part of the torso. There's 3 sections to the torso. The front part of the torso with the front legs, all prints as one, and you actually have to crack it to make the legs move. Perfect. You take care too, buddy. Trust me, you will be getting something special from me in return. And don't tell me no, because I don't work that way. Sorry, like a total nerd, I'm playing a game on my phone. Yeah, you can, because on the wing actually prints like this. I printed all 3 sections of my wing at one time for each side. I printed them, they were side by side like this, and the way that they curved, they almost overlapped each other. It was really cool. Well, you guys, if you look really closely at the print, you can see just that ever so slight hint of that purple starting to come through. I mean, Jason, if you can do it, man, I would love to see it, because I'm actually going to shrink it down by 50% and try to attempt a miniature glow in the dark. That's right. What do you think I'm printing? A dragon vase. I actually went on Thingiverse, searched dragon today, and I pretty much downloaded every dragon thing you could possibly find. Everything I thought was cool. Yeah, one of the chests looks terrible. There's another one that's really cool. Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking about like the dragon chest. Yeah, Brack's chest does look like a turkey. That's what my wife thought I was printing when I first did it. Why are you showing me a educational toy? Yup. Are you slicing him right now just to see, Jason? Nice. Nice. I love it. I love it a lot. Oh, for my music, I have a keyboard. Yeah, I have a keyboard, not just a yeah, that thing, a piano. I mean, I got a big piano, but I also have a pretty decent keyboard. And believe it or not, I'd probably play with that quite a bit, so don't threaten me with a good time. So making it so, uploaded a video. Oh, the bender head. Half a spool for a wing. That's gonna be awesome. That is really gonna be awesome. I mean it. Those look like the scales look like they're really starting to turn out. You're gonna get in trouble. You're supposed to be in bed. You are. You're supposed to be in bed, baby. What?
The camera.
211 meters. Jesus. You'll have that done in a few weeks. I mean, it took me a week to print all my stuff for Brack. Of course, I had quite a few failures, and let me tell you, the tail pieces are the tail and the neck. Some of them don't hit the bed just right. So make sure you're starting at 0.3 millimeter, because I was doing everything at 0.2, and I really made it up. You can blame it on me, buddy. She's got to come find me first. I know, the stupid cat's back here, and I really don't want her near me. It'll be well worth it. Definitely be worth it. Huh? Okay. Let's see what layer we're at. So 46. My next layer changes at 72. So yeah, still got about 3.5 hours left on this print. Yeah, I think I did 10% on the infill. I tried less than 10%, and it seemed like I was failing. Yeah, it's very subtle, but it started. Is the chat delay that bad? I didn't put a delay in this time. I mean, it's popping up almost immediately here. Alright, Jason, have fun. Tell Caitlin I said hi. And that it was my fault. Oh, this is going to be so awesome. I can't wait to see this finished. I'm going to wake up like a kid on Christmas tomorrow. I know I'm not a kid. Thanks for reminding me, youngin'. Try refreshing, Rover. I mean, Mad Mike's got 9 seconds. I don't have slow chat on, so it's not like it's going to stop you from, you know, talking quick.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, there's another file for Brack's head, and then the eyes, just don't even waste your time. They're garbage. They don't fit right. You're better off either trying to design your own or just use what a lot of guys do, just from what I read, was they use putty, like clay, and they put it in there and paint it. But I'm actually going to be putting LEDs in mine. Put it down. Put it down. Or take it upstairs. Go put it by the trash can upstairs. That's where it's supposed to be. The boys are saying hi. Not cool. Go. If you can't talk, you don't have a reason to be here. You had dinner. You don't need cereal. Go to bed.
I'm just hungry.
Don't care. Begging me for food. Go to sleep. You can have breakfast in the morning. Sorry, I'm just fascinated by how this looks already. Well, thank you, Mad Mike. Yeah, I hit 110 today. Actually, the Chromie or Kuromi or whatever from Chris's stream. Oh yeah. Hey, yeah, you can tell. You can tell. And just based off the way the light's hitting, this is going to be a very smooth, shiny print. Oh yeah, we're moving much quicker. Let's see. I checked about 5 minutes ago. Yeah, we're doing about a layer a minute now. And if it wasn't for the detail, this would be much quicker, but there's a lot of detail in these scales. Yeah, after I'm done with this print, I'm going to have to remove the red and the blue and get my giveaway boxes printed. Oh, absolutely, Mad Mike. I've learned a lot doing this one. I mean, the dual color, first off, was a learning experience for me, mostly because, you know, it was my first printer and I dove right into dual color. And then now I'm doing mixing color, which my next printer that I'm getting, supposed to be 10 days from now, but I'm still not crossing my fingers on that. Thank you, U.S. Customs. But once I get it, it'll be blending as well. Just with a 300 by 300 by 400. You know, it's funny, Mike, everybody told me to stay away from this dual color blending, the 2 in, 1 out, mostly because they claim that it... What do you got? Let's see what you got. Oh, were you playing with that? Here, let me have it. But they told me that it would jam all the time. Now, in truth...
Hello.
It jams a lot.
Hello.
It does jam a lot if you have your settings wrong. But once I honed in the settings, I haven't jammed yet.
Hello.
I'm getting photo bombed.
Hello.
Or video bombed. If all the pieces were oriented properly on Brack, yeah, you could do a really cool blend with it. So if it was from nose to tail, it would blend from front to back. the wings would be from shoulder to tip, blended out, and the legs would be from bottom of foot up to leg. The only places it wouldn't match is the front torso, because those two upper leg pieces would be printed the way that they sit. And then the back, I mean, you'd basically have a couple perpendicular blends, but you could still do it. I think it'd look really cool. And I might actually do it eventually. Brack was fun to print. I think at my 500 subs, I think I might print another Brack and give him away with, you know, whatever I can afford to give away at 500. Just looks really cool. Yeah, we'll see how far I can push Brack on the new printer. Your evil plan worked. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, sweet. She fell asleep, so now you can actually listen to me. I wish I had an exterior building so I could put my printers out there and be able to smoke. Like you do, Jason. I'm jealous. It's okay. Get my cell phone holder out here so I can actually keep my cell phone handy. Yeah, my garage needs cleaned out. Once I get my workbenches and everything set up, I'm actually going to be moving all this entire space up there, because I have a 19-foot workbench, and then this here is a 6-foot workbench as well. But I have no bench tops, and my garage is packed full of shiz. Can you stop? You're seriously making me angry. You need to go to bed. Huh? You've been on camera. You don't need to be on again. Nope. Go get on camera on your tablet.
No. But my tablet's dead.
Then go charge it.
I did.
If you did, then you should be able to get on it. She's sweet, but she's rotten. Like her mother. When did you rip your shorts? Ugh. Alright, let's see how far. What did I say my next one was? 72? 14 more layers. Yep, 14 more layers and we'll be at the 20% mark. Baby, lock the doors and turn the lights down low. Put the music on soft and slow. Printers, we ain't got no place to go. but to watch your streams. Just fun to watch. I don't know why. I could sit and watch one of those all day. It's like watching a lava lamp or a nice bonfire or a turkey cooking. Yeah, that sounds really good too. Cooked turkey. I'm not fat. I'm just hungry. But I eat dinner. I gotta watch what I'm eating. Watch it go into my face before it hits my stomach. Man, that cat does not need to eat anymore. All it does is eat, and then it pukes it all up. Doesn't she have a cell phone? See, you should do the video with that. Do your own Brack video. I did a build video on Brack on my other channel on how to put him together. And I did it on a live stream. Let me tell you, that was a bad idea. Putting Brack together is probably one of the most frustrating experiences ever. Mostly because finding the elastic cord was hard until I finally just broke down and went to Amazon, because I really wanted to make him that day when he finished printing, and I hadn't received it from the crafting site that I used. So, yeah. Let's just say, be patient, get the right stuff. Don't get 1mm. I did 1mm elastic cord. I couldn't even tighten it up. Brack couldn't even hold his head up with it. I used 2mm on him, but I think 3mm would work best. Man, I relaxed all day and I still feel like I worked 65 hours, 66 hours. Fell asleep last night. I was watching Jason's stream, and next thing you know, I bounced my head off. I was sitting right here, and all of a sudden, wham! I was like, oh, yep, it's bedtime. You know what's funny? I keep looking at this blended stuff. I'm thinking about redoing the Tower of Pi blended. I think that would be cool. I don't know why. I just think it would be cool. Mostly because doing the blend now is going to be my new thing. I'm going to play with it until I can't stand it anymore. Now I don't have to look for dual color prints and things like that. Yeah, yesterday I started James's stream when he first went live and was building, and then I like closed my eyes and I'm like, wow, he got a lot done, and then I realized I was asleep for like 2 hours. So I ran another service call, came back, and got on Jason's stream because I love James's streams. Don't get me wrong, but he's almost to the point now where you can't follow the stream because he doesn't turn on slow mode, because 25 people talking at one time gets confusing. I'll still watch it though. It doesn't matter. But it's just hard to chat. So I got no problem switching over to like Jason's stream, talking to him for a bit, because I like talking to people. I don't like being ignored, and I'm not saying that I was being ignored, but it feels like it sometimes. But then again, I'm not, not Chris Riley or Glenn or some of the other guys that are in there either. So just little complaints. But I'll still watch their streams and support them. I just don't chat much in those ones anymore. And because you're constantly competing, and it's also hard to follow, really hard to follow. And Walter's starting to get to that point too, and he knows it. I mean, he's to the point now where he knows he's probably gonna have to slow his stream down. Because if you don't use that slow chat, some people, I mean, they'll just talk and talk and talk. Yeah, I mean, it is. And it's nothing against the guys streaming. And it's nothing against the people that are watching. It's just, there's if you don't put that slow mode on, which I know a lot of people hate it, don't get me wrong. I do too, especially when I make a mistake and it's like, you gotta wait 10 seconds before you can say anything else. But sometimes you just got to. Yeah, you don't really bother me. There you go, Jason. Just don't do what, I'm not naming names. And, I don't know if everybody has had this issue with them in their streams at one point or another. But hopefully you don't jump in there and start talking about your stream and how much everybody should be in their stream. And yeah, that gets on my nerves. Like, these guys like me and Jason and James and all of us, we take time out of our days, our weekends, our nights to stream, put on a little bit of a show, print something cool, like tonight, a little how-to video with it. Don't jump into somebody else's stream and say, hey, come check out my stream. Now, I might, if somebody says, hey, why aren't you chatting a lot, I'll be like, oh, well, I'm running a stream right now. But I don't, I'll flat out tell them, don't leave this stream. If you're on James's stream, I'm not going to go over to James, oh, yeah, I'm streaming right now, y'all should come over here. Screw that. People see my notification. If they want to watch, they choose to watch. You know what I mean? It's like I keep everybody's stream up as much as I possibly can. Whether I'm watching it or not, I do my best to get into everything and see what's going on. When one stream gets boring, another one might be interesting at that point. So I just flip-flop wherever I need to be. And I know you guys do the same thing. It might show 8 viewers, but only 3 of you might be here right now. The other ones might be over at Canadian Maker Project or whoever else is still streaming. Who else is still streaming? Is anybody still streaming other than Jason? so Canadian is still streaming. Cool. See, I don't want to take away from those guys, because I know they work hard for what they do. And, you know, we're all just trying to make it. Yeah, I warned him about that, Jason. I told him, I said, don't do this. And I explained to him why. And it was because of a certain other channel that does it constantly. Right. At Vince, I do the same thing. I want one of those mics, and that's mostly because the only mic I have is either on the camera or I have a karaoke mic somebody gave me. Mother of all creation. I could be however I want to be. But no. I mean, that's enough for the rant. You know, I don't like dogging other people, but it's becoming more of a problem. And I know the guys streaming, they're busy and they haven't really been addressing it. But, you know, you got to participate. It's like Jason just said, you got to participate before you can promote. You know, and like I said, the only time if somebody asks me what I'm doing, oh, I'm running a stream right now. But I don't want them to come over to mine unless they're going to do a dual, you know, if they're on a computer and they can do two screens, great. If they're on their phone, you know, like Sholm's usually on his phone or tablet, don't do that to somebody. You know, if they come over to my stream, oh, were you bored in James's stream? Or were you not, whatever, you know, if they say yes, if they say no, well, dude, get back over there. I'm just going to be printing something. James is doing something educational, you know? Oh, it's not a problem, Rover. You know I don't mind the giveaways. I mean, your giveaways are always pretty relevant, so I don't mind at all. Man, Vince, that's how many mics you got? Jeez, oh Pete. What, do you set them all around you so you have surround speaking? Oh, one more layer and we're going on to the 20%. Oh, okay, I can see that. I can see picking all those up. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, we should have just gone up to the next layer. Nope. Nope, some little more infill detail. Now it's on the next layer. As soon as it starts going around the perimeter, we're on our next layer. I have the mics on the cameras. That's all I got. Well, yeah, and this karaoke mic, a Samsung karaoke mic that was given to me. That's all I got. Is he putting up models tonight? I thought he did that last night. Trying to figure out who the heck would pay $11,000 for that. Pro Lurker. I can't pay more than, you know, $200-300 a printer. You know, Zone Star would have told me, oh yeah, we can help you out, you know, with some stuff, but you got to pay $500 for the printer. Yeah, I'm good. Alright, that mix is a little bit heavier now. You can really see that purple. It's just because of the light, so let me, you know. But yeah, you can definitely see that purple getting darker now. Sweet. 400 more. And ye be wearing the armor and playing the music. Yeah. But that's, I mean, that's the idea behind it. You know, and then Rover's got his under 1,000. That helps out a lot. I think I've gotten through more than half of it subscribing to people. I kind of pull open up the list and then just keep going down, and when I find them, I find them. If I don't, then I just circle it and work my way. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a shout out thing like that. I mean, I'm not gonna blow up quick. Don't care. I got my 100. I'll do my 100 video this week, because like I said, once this is done, I'm gonna pull that filament and set it aside temporarily and do my glow-in-the-dark toolbox and pick up the tools, and then I'll probably run it for 2 weeks, and then I think I'm just going to do like a comment thing like Colin did, because I really don't know how to do any other type of giveaway. I don't know how to set up Gleam or any of that stuff. I just think that the comment one would be the easiest. Everybody gets one entry, you know, that whole thing. I'm hoping that's what happens when I do my Z9. Oh, don't worry, it'll be a funny video. I'm usually pretty good about doing weird stuff. I mean, I might do the whole thing in a kilt. Daddy sang bass, mama sang tenor, me and little brother just joined right in there. Yeah, it's my phone. My wife's been texting me. She's at work. As always. It's where she always is. That's funny. Yeah, you know, and if my review goes over well on the Z9, then, you know, Zone Star is going to be supporting me. So that'll be nice. It'd be real nice to have Zone Star helping me out a little bit. Oh yeah. Yeah, well, I hope it's a great printer, you know. Until I have it in my hands built and I'm watching it print, we're not calling it anything other than the Z9. But then again, a lot of people hate this one. The JG Aurora. Isn't that the other? They call it a Core XY, like a hypercube. Oh. Man, I'm getting fat and old. I don't know who the youngest one here is, but I feel fat and old. You know what? Chatbot, go away. Alright, that thing shouldn't pop up anymore. I'm tired of Chatbot. Am I the youngest? I'm 31. I know Rover's the oldest. At least in this stream. She's 52. 3 more years and to be 55. I can actually watch the second extruder motor moving this time. Before, I mean, you had to really pay attention to get it, to catch it moving on the 10%. But on the 20, it's moving. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. We're already a third of the way to the next color change. Everything is awesome when you live in a dream. I mean, it really is subtle, a subtle change, but you can see it. Sweet. What's that put that down to? I've never actually seen the Cyclops hot end, but I will give you the link. I would. Let's see. Urgh. There we go. Oh, it won't let me send it. If you type in Zone Star mixed, or 2-to-1 hot end mixed by Zone Star, it'll pop up. What's up, Colin? Been missing you, buddy. Miss having you around. Been so quiet. That's the way to do it, man. Yeah, I hope you got everything sorted out that you need to sort out there, Colin. Because the 3D printing community misses you so much. We really do. We need our Colin Break stuff back. Just felt this weird smack across my face. 2 videos and a live stream, right? Live stream? So what do you think, Colin? This is my my blending hot end. Finally got it up and working. And I'm going from this beautiful blue mixing to this beautiful red at 10% increments. Remember, like I said, I'm doing a little bit of research to figure out how to do it properly. But I figured, you know, because Colin's went so well, in my opinion, I'll pick Colin's brain later this week and get my my giveaway going. Yes, blending's easier to slice, and at the beginning of this live stream, if you want to go back and watch it later, I showed how to edit G-code so that you could do it in Repeater to make this blended at certain increments, and you can actually change it. It doesn't have to be incremental as in, you know, like I did the 90-10 or the 90-10, 80-20, so on and so forth until I got from one extruder to the other. You can go the first 30 layer is this. The second 30 layer is this. You can really just play with it however you want. Jason, how many live streams you done this week? Huh? Huh? Oh, speaking of blending, I made a fatal mistake on one of my first blends. And Jason, you saw this, and anybody in the Discord on Country saw this. My little green and black dragon. Now, he looked cool, but I mean, I was really just playing with the settings right there in the beginning. I learned a very, very, very valuable lesson. Some filaments don't mix. And it was because I had a short little amount of black PLA. It was a sample that was given to me, and I used it instead of my inland. So whatever the black PLA was sample that came with my printer did not mix with the green PLA from inland, and they didn't adhere to each other. I didn't even notice it until I gave him just a little bit of a squeeze, and where the green and the black came together just popped apart. Now, since then, all my other ones have been very solid. Yeah, I got to get back into doing one video a week because I've been doing more live streaming than I've done videos. But I still got the giveaway video to do. I'm going to do a basic walkthrough on what I did earlier tonight. I mean, I got a lot of stuff planned, but I got to get a lot of stuff done before my new printer shows up. I'm cheating on inland right now. I'm really cheating on inland. Apocalypse Survivor sent me some AIO robotics. That's what's printing right now. Both of these are AIO robotics. Man, you can really see that blend going. God, this is so cool. Yeah, I mean, I'll be doing more videos again. You know, I'm trying to get everything back together. I mean, as soon as I switched to this space here from where I was, and got the new cameras, and I mean, it was just, I was testing and testing and testing and testing, and that was 0.5 isn't cheating. But I mean, all my streams have been, I've been testing something, whether I've mentioned it or not. I'm testing, you know, a different mic style, or a different this, or a different that, or new settings, you know, like with the mixing hot end and all that. I mean, it's been all testing, so now I can get back into making actual videos, because I know my blending works, I know my G-code editing works. I can really do some more fun stuff. And I think one of these in a hyperlapse would be awesome. So I got a few things up my sleeve, but you know, it's just gonna it takes time, and I mean, we all know, everybody who makes videos, editing takes forever to get it right. A cherry. It's coming out so shiny, though. That's kind of why I like this robotics, because the inland doesn't come out near as shiny. You know, it looks good, but it's kind of flat colored. Where compared to that, I mean, look, that's not as shiny as that is. No, I don't have sleeves. You just realized this? I have one. It's just he had surgery, and But I mean, he's been busy. He just built his own. He got the Create It Iris Pro, and he's been building that. And then he's basically just gone off the deep end on some cool stuff. I mean, in my personal opinion, the inland filament is perfect for painting. But in a situation like this, where I don't want to paint a blended set, I want that little bit of sheen and shine. And I think this is going to turn out awesome. Yeah, make Caitlin do it. She'll shoot you in the leg. Oh, I know, Rover. I was waiting for it. His scales are coming out really nice, too. Man, I am so glad that I went with this mixing hot end. I really am. Why? It doesn't look terrible. Doesn't look great, and it looks like you've lost half the supports. But I think it'll be okay. I think you'll make it. Fingers crossed, buddy. So where's my dragon hand? Huh? You're gonna hit me one of these days. Just stop asking. So you have basically dual supports on? I don't know if you guys could hear that, but I just heard my daughter scream. So I'm kind of curious. She's surprisingly not down here yet. But she will be. I just want her to go to bed. Alright, let's see. We are on layer 97. We have 11 more layers and we'll be on to the next shift. There is no demise of me. You can't go farther than rock bottom. No, I'm just, as you can tell, I mean, I'm still exhausted from my 60+ hour week. Physically and mentally. I did not get enough rest today, and then I'm back at it tomorrow. And the weather hasn't changed. It just keeps getting hotter. And the hotter it gets, the more service calls and the more I work. I'm just looking forward to vacation. But I can't argue with 1,000+ a week right now. And money. I kind of need it. But we'll get there. I mean, I'm good. I'm just, my kids have really pushed my buttons today. And I mean, everybody has kids, y'all know. Some days they're angels and you love them no matter how horrid they're being. And some days it's just like, Can you just go to bed? I know it's 2 in the afternoon. Just go to bed. Oh, I love hot weather. Because it means money. I don't like the fact that the weather is hot. No, she's not. Just tell her you're going to print her something awesome. I'm sure she sees his bank account, and that's why he's saying that. That's true. That is true, Colin. I mean, the hotter it gets, the more no AC calls. My favorite one is when it gets to, like, say around 100 here, which is it's rare, but it does happen. Now, the units that we install in most of the United States aren't designed to make your house 60 degrees when it's 100 out. It's impossible. Trust me. The logic and science is proved it's impossible unless you pay a ridiculous amount of money for that unit. So when you go to Joe Schmo's house that has the everyday average unit, you're not going to have a 65 degree or 60 degree house. It's going to be like 75 to 80. Because the air conditioner can only do so much. We've gotten close. We've hit 93 twice so far. Cold doesn't exist. There is no such thing as cold. Not yet. Someday science will make it happen, but as of right now, there is no such thing as cold. No. My house stays a constant 73 to 75 degrees. Never changes. Y'all saw that, right? It just randomly paused. It's back up and running, but it randomly paused. And I have no idea why. Let's see what layer are we at. It's showing me an error. Let's see, line 42,274. 42,274. It just missed. It missed a line and didn't know what to do, so it skipped it. Huh? Strange. It said something about that earlier too, but it doesn't seem to have affected the print. I guess we'll find out on the next 3 layers. We'll know. I thought it was something I did. Ooh, layer shifting. Not good. Do you have like a belt problem? I could see your face intently staring at it. Smile, Jason. Don't look so upset. Shit happens. So what, did it shift on the X or the Y? Looks like the Y. Oh, you can see them when it comes forward. Yeah, you can see. What the hell? Did you skip a tooth or something? Yeah, it looks like you skipped a tooth on the belt. And that's a lot of filament for that to happen. Of course, you know, what I did the last time mine did that, and I wanted to keep the print because it was such a tall print, I broke it at that point and glued it back together where it's supposed to be. Just saying. And is your Y belt's tensioned properly, isn't it? I thought we talked about that the other day. Yeah, just sand the edge out of it. No, nobody will be the wiser. Huh. Strange. Maybe you just have a weak tooth on the belt. Funny enough, this belt here, when I first put it on, I was looking at it really close. It had 2 teeth that were half the height the rest of them. What's up, Shom? Yeah, base did look clean. It's just, yeah, strange, man. Cool, that'll give me something to check out tomorrow when I'm stuck in an attic watching a unit. Alright guys, I think I'm going to push this till 1 a.m. So we got about an hour. So you're going to have to give me a minute. I need to go find out what my daughter's doing because she's running around upstairs even though she's supposed to be in bed. So I'm going to switch to just the print for a minute and then I'll be back. Look at that beautiful blend. Roll that beautiful blend footage. Alrighty, I'm back. I'm back. The dog took forever. Yeah, basically. This is really turning out nice. I like it. Still waiting on my wrench. What wrench? Those scales are beautiful. Y'all got really quiet. There another stream going on that everybody's chatting in? Men, boys, gentlemen, assholes, we're all the same. Oh, you think my blend is a neat project? Yeah. I'm going to be doing a lot with this, trust me. Well, it says 2 hours, 33 minutes, and 14 seconds, but I already know how that timer works. So you're probably looking right around 3 a.m. This will finish. What wrench? What wrench are you talking about? I'm so lost. Oh, yeah. Oh, I had to get this right first. So, yes, once again, like I was saying earlier, I think you missed out on it. The reason why I haven't done a lot of videos lately is because I've been streaming just for testing. I don't know why you're not a mod here, because I haven't made you a mod. There. Happy now? but no, like I've been doing a lot more streams lately and no videos because I have been testing things, you know, like the new cameras and the different styling streams, and then I got this mixed hot end, and it's like, okay, I got all these little tweaks I need to do. I can't really do a video yet until I can actually print successfully, and this was one of them. And actually, you know, I've been thinking about doing some of your prints in a blend now that I learned how to do it, and it's like, you know, I got a lot to get done this week. I think I got 4 videos to complete and edit in the next 2 weeks. Oh, I can't wait to see it done, because I mean, you can see in the background here, you know, that's, sorry, this color here is where it's, get out of the way. That's what it's going to finish as, and then this is what it started as. It's going to be sweet. So let's see, what layer are we at? We're at 131. So 13 more layers, and it'll be a 60-40 mixture. And yeah, Shulm, I think I said it earlier, if you go back and watch the beginning, like 15 minutes of this video, you can actually see how I set up the blend, because I actually edited the G code for this. In Apocalypse, good luck. He was a bitch to print. I warn everybody that goes to print him. He was a bitch to print, but he's well worth it once he's done. So when's my design request coming up? Mr. Shulm, buddy? When's the design I asked for coming? You told me it was in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago. Yeah. Okay. As long as it's coming, man, I'm good. Oh, no, that's fine. Like I said, you had said something about it. Oh, we'll have it in 2 weeks, like 3 weeks ago, and I was just making sure you didn't forget. As long as you don't forget, I'm good. I know you got a lot going on before Earth, so you get your shiz done, man. It's all good in the hood, my brother. Sweet. Sorry, I'm watching the cats try to kill each other. Neither one of them have front claws, so it's hilarious. thing's gonna be awesome. Oh, I wonder which kid's about to come down the steps. You can always tell the cats go and hide. One goes and hides, and the other one sits at the bottom of the steps to see who it is, and then hides. I'm gonna guess by the weight it's my oldest, which means he's going to get a drink and then heading back upstairs. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see if anybody comes here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this thing's gonna look awesome. How'd I know it was my oldest? He just sent me a text. Can I microwave the hot dog in the fridge? I don't know, can you? Don't worry, I'll be putting I'll put the final pictures up on Facebook. Not Facebook, Twitter. Well, I might throw Facebook too, just for the hell of it. But definitely going to be on Twitter. And then, like I said, I'm going to run this stream for about another half hour. I mean, do you guys want me to let it run all night? Because I will if you want to sit and watch it. I thought about that one when I said it. You know what? I'm going to ask him that. So did the microwave fit in the fridge? So what's the vote? When I go to bed, do I leave it running so you all can watch it finish? Because we are very close to the 50% mark. So, Sean, when you get a chance, send me on Twitter two items you want to see done in the blend that you've made. Oh, I will. I will. Two of your designs that you want to see done blended. Just send me the names of them on Twitter, because I mean I want to do the hammer, but I want to make sure that when I'm doing my video it's something I can stand up, because I know you print them in different orientations, but I want to do something to where, you know, I can really blend it in a different way. You know what I mean? I could do that. That's a really good idea. I will blend one of those. You want me to blend a logo shield and send it to you? I mean, it won't be huge, but I can blend one and send it to you. Alright, choose 2 colors because I'm going to be picking up some more PLA this week. 2 colors that you think would turn out really good. I mean, I like this. Actually, I really love this, but I don't know how you want, if you want blue, purple, red, or if you want to do like an orange to, or yellow to red, or... Got you thinking, don't I? Yeah, like a yellow to red. Purple blend to green. What does purple and green mixed make? No, I can do it. I just don't know how green and purple would mix. Well, when I hit Micro Center and I'm checking out their PLA section, see what they got, I'll send you a couple options, and then you just tell me what you think is going to work out best. Absolutely, bud. Absolutely. So we need to do the Askewed View 3D Shield. Or are you talking about the Hyrule Shield? I'll do either. Sweet, logo shield it is. I just downloaded it. And I will print it so that it mixes from the bottom of the V up. Cool? I mean, it's going to require a little bit of support for the rest of the back, but I will print it as big as I can, as cool as I can. Hi, sweetie. For anybody that doesn't know, that's my wife. I might actually do that. Susan Apocalypse is the one who sent this filament to me. Oh, I will. Don't worry, I will. I'll get that shown. I'll make this happen. It's going to be awesome. Oh, we went blurry again. Wow, is it not gonna focus? Yeah, so don't mention it to anybody, show them. I think I'm just gonna start doing it. It fixed itself. I was too close to the camera. So I'll get a couple colors this week. And I'll get printing some blended shields to send out. See, Walter would be what? Orange and blue. That's true. That's true, Shom. I mean, it's a great idea, but I think just sending them something like that would be really cool. And then, you know, I'll make sure that you get the shout out too, because it's your design. Oh yeah, absolutely. Just because I'm printing your design doesn't mean, you know, I'm going to take credit for it. I didn't make them. I can't even make a stick figure happy. That's right. That's right. It is a win-win for both of us. So yeah, definitely going to do that. Like I said, it'll be a nice surprise for most people that aren't going to watch this far into my stream. Oh, I knew what they were for. I know how all this works. But it's still just cool how you done them. Once I get my symbol finished, I really hope that once I'm worthy of a Sholm shield, then it looks good. I am making, I'll pull up the file. There you go, sweetheart. That's what I'm making. That's what I'm printing. But I did a blend on it, so it'll be. It started off as the blue on the left, and it's going to end on like the red on the right. So, just a warning, I'm probably going to be spending a little bit of money this week on Filament. They show them you're right. All your shit is bad arse, as you like to say. Oh, it's bad arse. Oh yeah, Martin's landscapes. Those are so cool. Susan, your cat's chewing on a floorboard. An extra floorboard. I'm just trying to think of what colors work best for people. Technically, they're dragon scales. It's supposed to... I guess the original, the one I sent you is the version 2. The original was modeled off of the Game of Thrones dragon eggs. So let's see. What layer are we at? 153. We are a third of the way through the 60% blue, 40% red. Come on, open up. There we go. Oh, that scarab box. That is really cool. Holy crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different files to print that. Okay, that's getting added to my builds. That is cool, but that's a lot of crap to put together. But I'm one of those people. I built a 42-piece dragon. Oh, it wouldn't let you load the link? Okay, so when you go to load the link, the number should read 1537281. So check that. 1537281. Hey Rover, welcome back, buddy. Yes, at Earth, we know. Cool. We'll see what I can do, buddy. We'll see what I can do. You said you just uploaded that, so let's go see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now take minimal supports too. Just right here at the bottom a little bit, and then you should be okay coming back up in. Oh yeah. this is looking so good. Don't worry, Sean. I have most of your files saved so far, but if it comes down to where I gotta pay for them, even if I already have it, I'll send money. I don't care. Okay, so we are almost to the halfway mark. And I think that's where I'm going to end it, because it should hit the halfway mark right around midnight. Or not midnight, 1 a.m. Midnight for some. 11 for some. And I'll just end the stream there, and then I'll make sure that I post pictures up on Twitter tomorrow, because I'll probably grab this print right before I leave. Squid? What's with this squid? Where the hell did you find a squid? What are you doing? You and the emoji stuff. How do you know you could do emojis on here? I guess that's what the little smiley face is for. Probably should pay attention. That's very true. That's very true. Just make sure you do all your paperwork right and everything, so somebody can't just take your design and then remix it and call it their own. Because I know that's happened more than once. Exactly. Because what will happen is most people won't see that watermark, and then they'll print it and call it their own. Now, I'm going to be completely honest, I can't design for crap. So if I ever say I designed something, it better be a box with no special nothings. Yeah, I'm really surprised. I don't even see any ghosting layers. Alright, take it easy, Shom. I'm sure I'll see you in a stream or something tomorrow. Love you too, baby. Night night. That's what I do. Throw it on the bottom. Put a little hollow mini logo like they do on the bottom of the benchies. Alright. Good night, Sean. Be good, sir. Got about 8 more minutes, and I think I'm going to call the stream quits. But I mean, I think I got the blending part of this made its point. It's really funny because of the angle of the camera. It looks like there's a very clear color difference between a couple of layers, but in reality, when you're looking at it straight on, there's not. That should be my Twitter. Yeah, the light really does play tricks on you with this print. Because, I mean, if you look at... Because the light comes from mostly, like, this side, and then it's darker over here, I mean, you see more blue on this side and then more red on this side, depending on how that light's hitting it. It's really neat. I mean, this was absolutely perfect choice of filament. It really was, and I hope I did it justice for the purpose of getting it, because this is just awesome. Like I said, when this thing finishes tomorrow and I got that 100% red on top, this thing ought to look really cool. Because like I said, it should be about 36 layers, 35, 36 layers per color. I'll probably throw it into Twitter, and I will definitely probably throw it into Walter's Discord. So no matter what, there'll be a way for you to see it. Or if you can't find it and it doesn't show up anywhere, I'll make sure it's on a stream. And when you pop in and say, hey, where the hell's my print? Here it is. You too, brother, you too. Thank you for the filament once again. And for anybody watching this later on, that's Apocalypse Survivor. Super awesome. Channel links in the description. Please check it out. Subscribe to him. Show him some love. You know how it goes. Peace out, buddy. It was awesome. Thanks for being here. that, guys, I think I'm going to call it a stream. It's time for bed anyway. But thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you learned something. And to anybody watching this later, if you got any questions, Twitter handle's in my description of my channel. You can always email me at Krieg3D@gmail.com. You don't have to worry about the coffee and the Patreon stuff like that. You want to support my channel, do what my main man Apocalypse Survivor did. Send me some filament. You get a shout out on my channel. I put the link in the description. It'll be in the description every time I use this filament now. So, you know, just if that's how you want to support my channel, it's much appreciated. And be good to each other. So, y'all have a great evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it is where you are. And peace out.